Macro and micronutrients are vital to our physical health. They are present in all foods we consume. However, these nutrients we consume also affect a component of our health that isn't as tangible, our mental health. Specifically, magnesium can affect anxiety. For accuracy purposes, we will be looking at statistics from one country, the US, even though mental illness is an issue that affects millions around the world. It is estimated that 68% of Americans are magnesium deficient. 18.1% of the U.S. adult population is diagnosed with anxiety disorder. To better understand the correlation between the two, we will have a closer look at the brain. In the brain, chemical messages are sent between cells. These messages are sent by neurotransmitters. Our brain works to maintain a balance between these chemicals for optimal function. Two chemicals in specific that are balanced against each other are glutamate and GABA. GABA stands for gamma aminobutyric acid. Glutamate triggers activity in the brain, making it an excitatory transmitter by causing cells adjacent to glutamate to fire neuron impulses, while GABA prevents the firing of these neuron impulses and therefore subdues chemical activity in the brain, making GABA an inhibitory neurotransmitter. A mental deficiency in GABA means that glutamate fires electrical activation impulses without regulation, resulting in an excess of electrical impulses in the brain, increasing anxiety and preventing relaxation. This is commonly known as an anxiety disorder. However, magnesium can regulate both glutamate and GABA in the brain. Glutamate carries out its activation functions by binding to and stimulating NMDA receptors. However, the presence of magnesium can cause a voltage-dependent block on the receptor by permeating the NMDA receptor pore and inhibiting other ions from entering, preventing glutamate neurotransmission, thus providing anxiety relief. With a lack of magnesium, there is nothing stopping glutamate from binding and sending out neurotransmissions in unregulated levels. Magnesium can increase GABA efficiency by binding to GABA receptors and making them more sensitive to GABA. This creates more balanced chemical levels in the brain. The balance of glutamate and GABA that magnesium can regulate reduces anxiety and can provide relief to those with anxiety disorders. While the lack of magnesium in our diets is not the sole trigger of mental illness, the correlation between nutrition and mental health is evident in the example of magnesium and anxiety. By looking deeper into what goes into the body, we have a better chance of being able to fix what's wrong with it.